What is going on, fellas? I just wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about something that's really caught my attention lately. So, like a lot of you, I grew up middle school years playing a lot of Call of Duty, going for trick shots and feeds and all that good stuff. And we all knew about FaZe Clan, Optic, and their montages and what they would put together, and we all kind of wanted to be like that. They set the standard for Call of Duty entertainment. And for some background on me, I kind of stopped gaming altogether around somewhere sophomore year of high school, and basically all the way up until my senior year of college. I was just not touching video games, and I got back into it senior year of college late. And Black Ops 6 was actually my first Call of Duty since Ghosts. But during that period, we all see stuff on Instagram, and I was seeing this FaZe clan that would pop up on my feed, and I'm like, this does not look anything like the FaZe that I knew when I was, playing Call of Duty. And it was kind of, I had no idea how they went from trick shots, kind of a niche thing, to just this media entertainment company. But that kind of brings me to my topic today, and that is the influence that Call of Duty, not just the game, not even just sniping, but this pretty specific subgenre of gaming, trick shotting, the influence that would have on media and further down the line entertainment as a whole. It's pretty wild to think about. I've just been watching a lot of podcasts with some original FaZe members, original Optic members, and learning about how they started before they were monetized on YouTube, before anything was really monetized on YouTube. They were just putting out content uh, through the medium that they were passionate about. It allowed them to express their creativity. I believe FaZe Temper, I'm sure some of you guys know him. He took a lot of inspiration from skateboarding clips and videos and those montages that would be put together in the style. And you can see a lot of that influence in these trick shotting videos that were kind of ruling the Call of Duty scene during maybe 2009 to 2012. And stuff like that was really, it got me thinking about how they took something, I don't want to say niche, because trick shotting was extremely popular at the time and quick scoping and all that, but they took something that wasn't just gaming, it wasn't even just Call of Duty, it was a very specific skill set within Call of Duty, and they took it to the mainstream. They made it flashy, cool. They collaborated with artists like Logic, who would then eventually blow up and be one of the rappers most people know today. And it really got me thinking about how they scaled it from a little passion project that teenagers would slap together into something that is known as FaZe Clan today. And obviously, it's not what it was, but it started. It really started as a trick shotting clan, and I think that's just fascinating how they were able to do that just through passion and hard work, and really just seeing a vision when there was no precedent for it. Like I said, no one was making money on YouTube. Gaming was not something that people would enter into in hopes of becoming millionaires, but it was really the creativity uh, that surpassed the game and what they were doing in game that laid the groundwork for something more to be made out of it, in my opinion. And now I think it's cool to see where those guys are at now. Obviously, Hex and all of them, they're still seem like they're doing well. And I'll pop into Temper's live stream. I just recently learned that he is still live streaming. He plays Counter Strike. I don't play that game. It seems cool. I don't play it. But I think it's cool to just pop in there and see where he's at now. And considering we all kind of have that shared experience of Call of Duty trick shotting, that shared background, just to see what those guys have done with the influence and how they've made it so much bigger than themselves. I think there's a lot to be said and a lot to learn from those types of people. And now that I'm 25, I'm not too interested. I am still interested in the gaming side of things, but really, I could listen to people like Hex and Nadeshot talk about scaling their business and the work they've done behind the scenes, the business side. That's what really interests me these days. Just taking it from a passion project to something that makes them a living, I could listen to that all day. But yeah, before I sound too, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to give too much praise, but I think it's really interesting how something so specific, a niche in gaming, has blown up into really an entertainment empire, and how the fingerprint of Call of Duty trickshotting is left on just about every gaming video, every gaming organization, every streamer. Basically, most of the media avenues that we see have taken something from that era, and that's what I think is pretty special. And I just recently saw a video of Hoodie Allen, a rapper who was popularized and kind of came up during that era. And he was actually giving a shout out to the Call of Duty trickshotting community as a whole, given how they involved him in a lot of their montages, and he kind of became synonymous with Call of Duty trickshotting. So stuff like that. You go back and watch FaZe Illcams. They all have 1 to 2 million plus views, and Logic is even in one of the montages, and stuff like that is really really mind-boggling to me, how something so small and just something teenagers would do for fun turned into what it is today. So that's just my thoughts on that. If you have any memories from that time or any takeaways that I might have missed, feel free to let me know in the comments, and you guys have a great rest of your day.